Hi, I'm Sarah Sabin, Transformational Leadership Coach, and I am here today with Max Hayden, CEO of Limitless Finance. Max, thank you for being here with me today.
Thanks, Sarah.
So could you just give a short introduction into yourself and your business, please?
Yeah, so Limitless Finance is a pretty young business, started in 2018. We're a mortgage and protection brokerage firm. I guess it's our USP, but we're a specialist advisory firm, but we don't charge any fees, unlike the majority of brokers here in the UK. We're trying to, we've been growing organically for the last 2 years. It's been a crazy ride. And in terms of my background, I didn't really have much of a background in financial services. I come from a transformation background, going and advising big companies on transformation programs and things like that. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Yeah, so it has been a crazy journey indeed. And I've been privileged to share some of that journey with you. So thank you very much for that.
No, thank you.
So can you tell me, you're from a transformation background. Why did you want to do coaching for yourself?
Yeah, I think partially because I was from a transformation background, I understood the importance of having a clear vision, mission statement and purpose, so that everyone who worked with you, worked in the business, understood the direction that they were going in, so that when you start implementing changes, new systems, new ideas, new processes, they kind of know why you're doing it. And being a business owner is very different to being an employee and or being an external person advising. And you kind of get caught in the mix. You get caught in the business as opposed to working on the business, and that's a situation I found myself in. And I needed someone external who I could bounce off, who could help me develop a clear vision and purpose and mission statement.
Yes, and we did do that, and then you went off and applied it internally and externally.
Yeah, it wasn't just the vision that I was looking for. There was a whole host of other kind of growing pain issues that I wanted to deal with as well. So, we're looking at bringing in a new director into the business and how I'd need to deal with that. And kind of, again, being a CEO of of what is effectively a startup, you don't have a big team that you can kind of talk to. So having someone to bounce off externally was so important.
So what did you learn about yourself through this coaching experience?
Yeah, it's been a really weird one for me. Everyone who knew me pre kind of startup owner / founder would say I was pretty confident, bullish, and because I was delivering massive change in big organizations, I kind of had to be. And what I realized about myself, or what I learned about myself working with you, Sarah, is that when it's your own business and you're paying people's salaries and they need that income to feed their families, my whole kind of mentality had shifted quite a lot, and I've become a lot less confident in my own decision making. And I think having someone highlight that, particularly someone external who says, oh, hang on a minute, you're displaying these kind of behaviors, you only really realize it when someone points it out.
Yeah, I think as one of my clients put it very well, and that is to really start to see your blind spots. And you can only see your blind spots if someone is there to reflect them back to you. So, Max, can you tell me some of the tangible results that have happened in your business in the last, it's been about 7 months now.
Yeah, about 7 months. Yeah, so it's been bonkers. So our revenue has doubled. The number of advisors staff that we have has doubled. And again, so when I say our revenue's doubled, it's our run rate revenue. And I definitely wouldn't, I can say this for sure, I definitely wouldn't have taken the kind of leap of faith and hired more people if it hadn't been for working with you, because I needed that little bit of a kick up the arse to take the leap, if you like.
And how do you feel about the business now when you look forward? Are you more bullish again?
Yeah. So it's funny because we were just talking about this earlier. Again, being in a market that's the property industry's kind of has its ups and downs, like any other industry, to be fair. But there's a lot of unknowns, particularly at the moment in the UK, around stamp duty holidays and the impact of COVID and what that's going to look like in terms of post-COVID fallout and people's ability to afford property, whether they prefer to rent in the future, and all of these kind of unknowns kind of do make you question what can happen in the future. However, having worked with you for a bit, it's one of the things that I'd learned about myself is that if I spend too much time dwelling on things that are kind of out of my control, I stop doing the things that could be in my control, that I could do to enhance the performance of our business. And being small and flexible, we've navigated some pretty tricky waters. Mid-Brexit was when we started the business. Then we've had COVID, and throughout all of those really difficult trading conditions, we've kind of outperformed the rest of the market. So there's no reason why we can't continue to do that, provided and maintain that level-headedness and positivity.
Yes, and I just want to actually stop and celebrate the fact that you were growing even through the period that was 2020 and the storm that it was for so many businesses. So that's something to be really proud of.
I mean, the property market closed for 2 months. No viewings were allowed, no transactions, all transactions were on hold. We thought, oh God, what are we going to do? And so because we could, we rather than sit on our hands and kind of allow the market to do to us, we changed our proposition, and we looked for opportunities within these kind of new conditions, and it worked.
So what are some of the intangible results that you gained through working with me?
The non-tangible stuff or intangible stuff from working with you, Sarah, is the thing that's added the most value to us. So over the six-month period, we now have a clear vision. The business knows exactly where it's going and its purpose and its reason for being, and everyone is singing off the same hymn sheet. That's filtered all the way through from our recruitment, job adverts, right through to our marketing on our website, right through to all of our social media ads and so on. So when anyone answers the phone, we're all singing off the same hymn sheet, which is massively important. The other thing for me is really understanding my weaknesses, understanding when I'm having a low point and not to be making business decisions in that state of mind, but also a toolbox to allow me to kind of snap out of it and understand, I might be in one of these low points now, but look at all the great stuff that we've done, and that gives me a boost and helps me make tomorrow a better day.
Yes, and that toolbox is really important going forward as well, as you start to understand the state that you need to be in to make the most optimal decisions for the business. So, Max, what else do you feel is important about working with me that you feel that people watching this should know?
So I think it's super, super important to have someone who is an outsider, who isn't from your industry ideally, who can think outside of the box, to kind of challenge and question you and ask why you're doing things, or why do you think that's your vision? Why do you think that's your purpose? Why do you think that you only want to grow to 10 million revenue? What's holding you back from growing more than that? So having people who can question you and challenge you and kind of get to the root cause of your kind of thinking is so valuable. And yeah, I wouldn't hesitate in recommending anyone pick up the phone to Sarah and get on board, because yeah, it helps a lot.
Well, thank you very much, Max. It was a pleasure, as always, to talk to you. And I hope for anyone watching this that you have found this video to be helpful.